I spent 30 days testing every viral TikTok money method I could find, from the sketchy dropshipping schemes to those weird app downloads that promise $500 a day. And honestly, most of them were complete trash. But 3 of them actually made me real money, including one that earned me $847 in a single week that literally nobody is talking about. I'm gonna show you exactly which ones are legit, which ones are scams, and at the very end of this video, I'll reveal the most profitable method that actually shocked me with how well it worked. Stick around because the results are going to save you hours of wasted time and potentially make you serious money. The sheer volume of methods is staggering. It's a digital Wild West out there. First, you have the e-commerce empires. We're talking about the most famous one of all, dropshipping. The idea is seductive. You sell products you never even have to touch. You're the middleman, connecting a customer to a cheap product from a site like AliExpress, and you pocket the difference. TikTok gurus make it look as easy as picking a trendy product, running a few ads, and watching the sales notifications roll in while you sleep. Then there's its cousin, Amazon FBA, where you send products to Amazon's warehouses and they handle all the shipping and logistics for you. Sounds great, right? We'll get into the reality of that soon, but it doesn't stop there. The creativity-based hustles are everywhere. Print on demand, where you upload a design and a company prints and ships it on a t-shirt or a mug every time you make a sale. No inventory, no risk, or so they claim. Then there's the explosion of digital products. Selling Canva templates, Notion planners, or Lightroom presets. The promise here is the holy grail of passive income. Create it once, sell it forever. And in the last year, a new player has entered the game, AI. Faceless YouTube channels where AI writes the scripts, AI generates the voiceover, and AI finds the stock footage. The pitch is irresistible. Run a dozen YouTube channels from your laptop and let the robots make you money. It sounds like science fiction, but people swear they're cashing in. And of course, we have to talk about the bottom of the barrel. The methods that feel grimy from the very start. I'm talking about those weird app downloads that promise $500 a day. You've seen the ads. A person looking bored, tapping their phone, while a counter on screen racks up hundreds of dollars. They promise you cash for playing games, taking surveys, or even just for unlocking your phone. The claims are absurd, promising life-changing income for doing virtually nothing. I knew, deep down, that these were likely too good to be true. But for the sake of science, for the sake of this investigation, I had to try them. I downloaded the survey apps. I played the mind-numbing games that were 90% ads and 10% gameplay. I signed up for the micro-task websites that promise to pay you for completing simple online jobs. I even dipped my toes into the murky waters of crypto and NFT flipping schemes promoted by influencers, the ones that promise a 100x return in a week. I was ready to try it all, from the seemingly professional to the profoundly sketchy. My 30-day journey was a roller coaster of hope, frustration, and sheer disbelief. And honestly, for the first 3 weeks, it was a bloodbath. Most of them were complete trash. Worse than trash, actually. They were time vampires, sucking away hours of my life with nothing to show for it. The dropshipping store? I spent 2 full days researching a winning product, a self-stirring coffee mug, if you must know. I spent another day building a sleek-looking Shopify store. I poured $200 into TikTok ads, meticulously following the advice of a 19-year-old guru. The result? A grand total of 0 sales, not one. My bank account was $200 lighter and my faith in e-commerce was shattered. And the survey apps? That was a special kind of psychological torture. I spent an entire evening, 3 hours to be exact, answering questions about my breakfast cereal preferences and my opinions on car insurance. My grand reward for that evening of soul-crushing monotony, $1.34. And the best part? The minimum cash-out threshold was $25. It was a digital hamster wheel, designed to make you quit long before you ever see a penny. It became a recurring theme. The print-on-demand store got a few likes, but no buyers. The AI-generated YouTube channel was a ton of work to set up, and got a whopping 12 views. I was drowning in a sea of failed ventures and broken promises. I had spreadsheets filled with negative numbers, and a calendar full of wasted days. I was ready to call it. I was ready to make a video titled, "Every TikTok money method is a scam." But then, something happened. Just as I was about to throw in the towel, a small, unassuming notification lit up my phone. It wasn't a massive Shopify cha-ching sound. It was a quiet, simple payment notification. It wasn't for thousands of dollars. It was for $45. But it was real. It was the first real, actual profit I had made in 3 weeks. It came from a method I had almost dismissed as a long shot. That small victory gave me a second wind. I decided to double down on the few things that showed even a glimmer of potential, and I cut everything else loose. I stopped listening to the gurus and started analyzing the data. What was actually working, and why? And slowly, painstakingly, I started to filter out the noise. And by the end of my 30-day experiment, after wading through an ocean of garbage, I found them. 3. Out of the dozens of methods I tested, only 3 of them actually made me real money. Not you might earn a gift card in 6 months money. I'm talking about real, spendable, pay-your-bills cash that landed in my bank account. These weren't the methods that screamed the loudest on TikTok. They were quieter, more nuanced, and required a bit of strategy. But they were legitimate. And one of them completely blew my mind. It wasn't just profitable, it was shockingly effective. In the final week of my experiment, I focused entirely on this one method, and it earned me $847 in a single week. Let me be clear, that's pure profit after all expenses. That's over $3,300 a month from a standing start in my first month. And the craziest part, it's a method that literally nobody is talking about. I scrolled for hours trying to find another creator explaining it, and I found nothing. It's not dropshipping, it's not affiliate marketing in the traditional sense. It's not making faceless YouTube videos. It's something hiding in plain sight, a way of leveraging the TikTok platform itself that feels less like a side hustle and more like a cheat code. It's scalable, it requires almost no startup cost, and frankly, I think the people who are successfully doing it are keeping it a secret on purpose. And I debated whether I should even share it. But the whole point of this journey was to find and share the truth. So that's what this video is all about. I'm going to be your guide through this minefield. I'm going to show you exactly which ones are legit, which ones are scams, and most importantly, I'm going to give you a complete step-by-step blueprint for the 3 methods that actually work. We're going to start by dissecting the failures. I'll show you my failed dropshipping store, my pathetic survey earnings, and why the AI YouTube channel flopped, so you can avoid the same costly mistakes I made. Then we'll move on to the winners. For each of the 3 profitable methods, I will pull back the curtain completely. I'll explain the concept, show you how to get started from scratch, walk you through the exact process I used, and reveal my verified earnings and the time it took to get there. No fluff, no gatekeeping, no selling you a course at the end, just the raw, unfiltered results of my 30-day experiment. And at the very end of this video, I'll reveal the most profitable method, the one that made me $847 in a week. I'll give you the full playbook, the niche I chose, the tools I used, most of which were free, and the strategy that made it so successful so quickly. This is the one that actually shocked me with how well it worked. It's the kind of opportunity that feels like it won't be around forever, and getting in early is a massive advantage. I genuinely believe it has the potential to be a life-changing side hustle for many people watching this right now. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by all the conflicting information out there, or if you've tried a side hustle and failed, then you need to see this. Stick around because the results are going to save you hours, if not weeks, of wasted time and hundreds of dollars in failed experiments. And more importantly, it could point you directly toward a legitimate path to potentially make you serious money. This is the video I wish I had before I started. So, are you ready to finally learn the truth about making money on TikTok? Let's get started. First up, we're tackling the king of all TikTok hustles, dropshipping. Did I crack the code, or did it crack my wallet? The answer is coming up right now.